What's up, guys? We're back with 4 cauliflower ear 6 today, 2 especially cauliflower. I'm Lubo, that's Ian and Horus with us today as our guest. This episode is going to kill it. This episode is going to have more than 3 viewers finally, and probably less than 6.
We'll see.
Apparently, just to break it out to you guys, actually, we moved the background because it's a little bit cold on the other side.
It's freezing.
And it's freezing. And this is LA, and we're not used to that.
You're
of
Bulgarian.
course, this. Yeah,
I said the
I
same
keep saying the
thing.
same thing. I may be Bulgarian. I've lived in winter. I did not come to LA to enjoy cold weather. If I wanted to do that, I would have stayed there. I don't.
You got a heater
Some
on.
winter socks.
I'm wearing socks and shoes. That's why it's, you're wearing shoes
same.
without socks.
Yeah. No, I'm wearing socks.
Oh, you put on socks. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the ZZ Top thing and the? Why don't
Brand
you-
new. Tell us about
Yeah,
it.
it's brand new.
I was working at the bar. Some chick was on the side selling the earrings, and I've been wanting to get some hanging ones.
That's cool.
And because the holes still need a heel, and when I put the studs, they like press into it. And I don't know. I like it.
Did you get the chick's number?
I was gonna say, what about the chick?
I think she was a lesbian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could have made sure, but whatever. She got you to spend money at least.
Hey, I like the earrings. That's all I wanted.
Sure. Okay.
I didn't want her.
All right. Yeah, I know you. I know you don't want her. Okay. Whatever. We're not gonna get into that. Why are you undressed? You got some new tats or something? Be careful.
No,
they might-
because it's hot. It's freaking. You're blasting the heater in me on all of us, and
It's the heat is nice.
The heat
It's
is
really
just for the
nice.
feet, so you don't get cold, dude. Last week, no, the
Yeah.
week before, it was not even that cold. It was slightly chilly, and I gotta tell you, man, by minute 15, we were,
miserable.
yeah, we just
Oh,
didn't
yeah?
feel good, yeah. Again, I wasn't wearing a sweater, but still,
you guys should have had like with those thick socks. Should have wore those.
It's never been like that. It's never been that cold.
why
It
not
was like
just
such
wear
a
a heater?
shock.
We're not in Bulgaria.
But I'm saying-
wear a heater. I mean,
Well,
turn on.
I'm saying you can prepare now that you know, because then we have this. Well, I mean the background's hot.
I think the background is amazing.
It's alright.
I like the other one better, but.
I like those.
Give us a thing in the comments.
Right.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know about the background. Who cares about the rest? We're going to talk about last minute replacement, by the way. Thanks
Yeah.
for agreeing. Thanks for pushing to be on the podcast.
I was
Couldn't have done it without you.
I was just asking because you asked me last time, and I just was too tired last. I'm honestly too tired right now, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's too late. We already started.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
You're a guest now. You're locked in.
You're locked in, man.
Yeah, it's cool. How does that look with the
We
red-
already paid it, prepaid
up?
him.
the red shade?
Oh, with just the
Yeah.
the tint.
Can I see?
Sure. It's not that crazy. It's not like what you would think.
Oh, shit, I feel like I'm in the Matrix.
I don't know, man, with those
It's actually-
earrings and these glasses. Let me see
I think
this.
you feel like, this is what helps you focus. That's
These are
actually-
not good for me. I mean, I probably look cool because I would look in anything, but
But just
I don't think I can wear those because I'm not in the same,
Yeah, these are mine are for.
These are for reading.
far away.
Yeah, I need for reading. I don't have a problem driving or looking far away.
do you take the retest?
The what?
And you know,
DMV?
they take a test like every 7 years or something.
Why? In case I forgot how to read or something?
No, because if it's you got glasses. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I went to CVS. My wife went to optometrist and they did the test and all that stuff, and they charged her for it, and just like normal people do.
He's talking about the DMV test.
Oh, the DMV, no.
Like after every couple
I
years,
do
you
my
have to take-
test.
You have to retake the test again. It's like the hard thing.
They don't know I'm wearing glasses. Plus, those are reading glasses. Those are not. Yeah, I don't have a problem driving now. That's what I was saying. I can only. This happened during COVID, to be honest. Like too much TV screen time and stuff. Not
Really?
even TV. It was mostly.
Oh, so
like-
you just started wearing glasses?
Yeah, like a few years ago.
Oh,
Just
wow.
it's been 4 years since COVID.
Yeah, I've
I
had
talk
to deal
about
with.
just. It's been like over 4 years now since COVID started. In fact, the time when I was sitting home and just reading and looking at my phone was like more than 4 years ago. It was the beginning of COVID, right? 4.5 years ago. But I do my own diagnostics, I just go to CVS and I see them. I look at the thing and
Yeah,
I'm
my
like,
mom
all
was
right,
the
let's
same
see
way.
what's up, and then I put the
My mom's
and
the
then I
same way.
ordered, and then I don't buy them. I ordered 10 pairs from Amazon.
She's got a million pairs all around.
I have like in every room I have a pair.
Yeah, my mom's the same
I
way.
should put in a bathroom, but I don't because it's right there by the bedroom. And then I have one pair in the car.
I guess it's because
One
you
pair
don't
always hanging
you're
on
not
me.
reading all the time, so you don't need them on you.
No, but just to look at my phone, I need them.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
I can't see shit.
blind.
Like, yeah,
Sucks.
I mean, I can see, but it's got to be like perfect
I'm the
lighting
other
and all
way
that.
though because like I can't when I'm using my phone, I'm always having to do like I feel old like a old person because always
Don't you have to take them off?
I don't like doing that, but I have to after a while. It becomes like a hassle.
I remember my dad used to.
It's like the closer I have to focus,
Yeah.
I will have to. I will
Right,
do
right,
that.
right, right. Yeah, with me it's the other way around. The closer I get, the less I see. So I have to at least hold it out, and then the lighting has to be perfect. And then in the morning after I wake
Yeah.
up, forget about it. I shouldn't be texting anybody in the morning without glasses. I have no idea what comes out.
Yeah.
You know,
Damn, this is my future. Or am I gonna be able to see?
you wish this was your future.
I
It's a
don't.
To,
crapshoot.
to be honest with you, it'd be a flattery for you.
Something's
If
gonna
you-
fail.
If any of us was your future, think about it. Accomplishments between the two of us with Ian, or like something you can strive to be.
No.
No, really, I think,
Yeah.
I think you should.
He's already got like
your choices. You should rethink it.
he's already accomplished
I'm
some
already
pretty big
rethinking
milestones.
my choices have been in this podcast right now.
That wasn't your choice. I really grabbed you from the street. You were on your way out. What are we gonna talk about, man? You know what? He's a published author.
That's where I was.
Say
going.
what you want about this guy, and nobody says what they want about this
That's
guy
where I was
because
going
you
with
know he
the
threatens everyone.
milestones.
But nobody says. Careful with the mic. Nobody says what we want about him because we're nice. But he's an accomplished. I don't know about accomplished. He's a published author. Tell us about your book.
This book is it's a novel, and I was gonna write basically a book about how we should change our system, but
What
I didn't.
system is that?
Just like the whole general socio-economic system of the world. But I didn't want to write like a textbook style, like a textbook about how we should change our system. And I thought a novel, a fiction, would make it more, appeasing and more engaging. So within that novel, I write about my theories and how we should change our system and this whole socioeconomic system and why our system is set to fail. You know, and basically, this system it's basically run on a principle. Its whole principle is just everybody, this whole world, basically needs. The system makes it so it's a necessity for you to make money. So no matter what you do, it's a necessity for you. You have to make money. It doesn't
It's
matter.
capitalism. Naturally.
It's capitalism, but it's more like it's a money system. Everywhere around the world follows it. Whether it's socialism, whether it's capitalism, whether it's communism, they all follow.
Well, because communist countries and socialist countries are dependent on capitalist countries for certain things, and
Yeah.
even if you look at like North Korea, which probably doesn't get shit from anybody
Right.
in the West, they still get all their shit from China and Russia, which can call themselves whatever they want, but they're capitalistic countries, right? In their economic model. So
China for sure.
yeah, Russia is too. It's just that Russia is just because they have their social issues doesn't mean that their economic style is anything different from capitalism.
Yeah, they're not true communists.
In fact, no.
At all.
In fact,
Obviously.
China's a little more regulated than Russia in terms of capitalistic, in terms of economic policies. So their markets are more regulated. You know, everything is more government regulated than Russia. Russia is like our economy. Anything can happen at any time, and it has to be bailed out if it doesn't. If needed, but China is like more. But even those countries, they depend on like Cuba, for example, another example of a communist country, like isolated country. They
Are they still not allowed to trade? I don't.
No, we have an embargo with them. I think.
Now-
I think Obama or
What was it? Oh, I remember that.
I think
Obama was opening it.
was trying to open something with them, and he did to a certain extent. But they, even though that's us here, but they still have their relationship with Russia, China, like in all of Latin America. Like all of Latin America is, you know,
I almost went there a couple years ago.
where?
I said a
Cuba?
couple. It was like more.
Oh,
Like
you almost went.
my buddy and I had tickets to go,
Oh shit.
and 2 days before we were gonna go, a bad hurricane struck, and we couldn't leave.
Wow. Just your luck.
You couldn't do. They couldn't give you the tickets. Like,
Yeah, that jammed us up. It need for it to work for us to both.
Oh,
be
I
able to
see.
go.
I see.
Yeah,
Just to
Yeah.
Cuba?
Let me check the camera.
Damn. Got some Cuban cigars.
I would have loved to go. I still would love to go. I heard the,
I wouldn't mind going, but I gotta tell you, I've been to
You
Caribbean.
can go. Just gotta go to Mexico first, I think.
No, you can go
No,
straight.
you can go
straight
straight
from
out.
Yeah, you can go
Oh.
straight.
They did
I'm
that they
sorry,
did
settle.
stop.
Yeah.
That was like for years you couldn't go.
Yeah.
To Cuba. You
I
weren't allowed to go. You
I
weren't
to be
supposed
honest
to
with
go.
you, have no. I mean, I wouldn't mind going, but
I think it looks cool.
I've been
always
to
heard
the
it looks
Caribbean
really cool.
islands. I've been to the Caribbean islands. I've been to Latin America, and I think that Cuba is just a very much a lot poorer version of all of them. I may be mistaken, but like Caribbean islands are a mess. You've been to one of them. You've pretty much been to all of them.
Right.
Same with Latin American countries. No offense to any of them, but I hope you all know it. Like, every Latin American city you go, they have Plaza de Armas, and you know the
I mean,
the main
I
the
get
main
what you're
plaza
saying.
of
I've
the
been
city.
to a couple. I've been to some. You do see a lot of this. You do see some stuff like that, but
I mean, the same
always-
thing applies to every
was
American city
super-
that you go to,
Yeah.
and probably Canadian. You know, it all looks the same in the big scheme. Like,
I mean, like Peru looks different.
well, I've been to Peru.
Throughout.
I've been to Peru. Yeah, I've been to Peru. I mean, but
Yeah,
it's
you can go to a city there, or you can go into like.
they have pretty much everything like the United States. They're just
Yeah.
in that kind of region of South America. They
And
have
the people
they
kind.
have
I mean,
jungle in the north. They
Right.
have mountainous terrain in the south and central part of the
city in
country.
Lima.
Huge coasts. Some of the best surfing in South America too. So they have a lot of like, but still, you know, I'm talking about the cities, you know, and all that.
Shit, I need to travel.
Where have you been?
You've been to Thailand?
I've just been to Thailand and Mexico.
How was that?
Thailand was awesome.
Were you out there
What do you
training?
mean Mexico
yeah,
wasn't?
trained. Huh?
And Mexico wasn't?
No, Mexico was cool too.
Where in
yeah,
Mexico?
but like Playa del Carmen, it's like next to Cancun. Michoacan, Guadalajara.
Oh, you've been all over Mexico.
Kinda, yeah.
Where are your parents from?
Michoacan.
Michoacan.
Yeah. No, but Thailand was cool. Yeah. And then I trained and I fought there. That was awesome.
Where did you go?
And it's like in Phuket, Khao Lak. Khao Lak, Phuket.
So
Oh,
you didn't go
fought
to
out
Bangkok?
there.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
I didn't
Oh.
even agree to it. The coach was
Really?
just like, "Oh, you want to fight?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Nah, you fight." You fight. I was like, "Fuck." All right.
Alright. You fight.
That's
I got
intense.
money. I got money against
I'm
you.
sure-
Yeah.
I'm sure you're happy you fought.
You won,
No,
though, right?
I'm super happy I fought. It was a tie.
Oh, it was a time.
It was a tie, yeah. And over there, there's no weigh-ins. You don't sign anything. You don't sign a waiver.
That's why they have like so many
You know.
matches and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
They don't have enough paper to sign.
Yeah, before my match, they said my fighter had 8 fights only. After the match, we found out he had 30 fights. You know, they want their they don't want a foreigner really to win. They want their
Sure.
tie to win all the time.
So, but do you feel like you won or no? Well, it depends. Muay Thai is very hard to score because
They actually
it's-
they cut my time short, and the way I know that is because I told
Well, you told me, yeah.
I told one of there was a lady there in my corner, and she was my translator. And I told her at 30-second mark or 20-second mark, I think it was 30 or 20, I said, just yell 20 seconds, and then I'm just going to go all out. And she never yelled it. I was like, why didn't she yell it? I was like, oh, they cut your time short. I was like, what?
So it's just all corrupt.
It's dodgy, man. You know that they
They,
do.
they're and I mean my coach was like drinking and gambling and putting money on me.
You know what they
So-
do is.
What?
Yeah.
You know what they do
It's
is
crazy
there's
out
this
there.
nice, there's very good YouTube channel, Sylvie von, I forget her last name. A bunch of people here from the gym follow her. And she lives in Thailand. I don't know if she still lives, but she was living in Thailand for years. And she speaks the language and all that stuff. And she fights there. She's got like hundreds of fights. You know her?
No.
I'm sure you've seen her videos. She's all over like YouTube with she's done some really good videos. She has some of her fights on, but more importantly, she does a lot of seminars with a lot of privates with guys like big names in Thailand, and she films them with her boyfriend or husband, and they basically she films and explains what they're talking about exactly and stuff. Very technical stuff. And she was saying that they when you fight there. Like she right now she's a seasoned pro there, so they don't treat her like that. But if you're a foreigner, a tourist, a fighting tourist,
Right.
They so in Thailand they're 3 rounds, right? They can
I went 5 rounds.
oh 5 rounds,
3
Yeah,
minutes.
that's it.
five 3-minute
3
rounds.
minute, yeah.
They can bet all the way until the 3rd round, I think, or something like this, and then the bets stop. So during that time, they lay back, they're playing possum and shit like this. They're trying to get like money against them, and then they go and they start fighting. But I wouldn't be surprised because if that's the case, if I wouldn't be surprised if things weren't going the guy's way, they fucking cut the round short.
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked. So it was 3-minute rounds, 3-minute.
5 3-minute rounds, yeah.
Yeah.
And
You have till the end of the 3rd round or the beginning of the 3rd
I don't
round?
know. I don't know, to be honest. I think
I
it's
don't
the
know
end of the
either.
3rd or something. I can't remember, but it was like kind of weird stuff. I don't quote me on that. I'm just saying that this is kind of like
I
what
mean,
I
odds
remember.
changing. We can do that too, kind of. I never knew to what extent we can do it. Like how the odds change.
Oh, you can do, but I'm talking about betting right there and then.
Yeah,
in
they
the
bet.
at the ring,
Yeah.
including his coach.
I wonder if you can do that. When can you? How long can you continue to bet?
You're not allowed to bet unless you bet on yourself here, and I don't think you can do that throughout the.
No,
like,
I'm just talking about like a normal person.
Yeah.
Like if I'm betting on a fight,
You can.
how long can I bet
There are live odds, yeah. I don't know.
into the fight?
I think all the way till the end because there's knockouts in the fights, and so you can like for example if you look at a Mike Tyson and
So you can bet to 5th round.
you can bet like Tyson and Jake Paul you could bet all the way till the 8th round I think,
Oh my gosh.
and the thing is that because we all know how the fight is going, the odds for Mike Tyson to
Well, they
win
ch-
go like
Yeah, they change.
like
They
yeah
get-
they change more and more. And so you get like great odds to if he wins,
If he
you're gonna make
wins.
good money, right? Because the only way for him to win would be a knockout.
Yeah, he wasn't-
Even a knockdown wouldn't have saved him.
No, I wasn't gonna. Happen.
So, but the way he was going didn't look like he was gonna knock out
After
anybody.
the first 5 seconds, I knew he wasn't gonna hit. He wasn't gonna hit that kid.
Yeah.
I think everybody knew what was gonna happen, but everybody wanted to
And
knock
that's
out.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
No one is surprised by this, and that's why I thought it was. I just didn't like the way it felt, even for me, because I was like, I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't want it to happen, and my buddy was like, "Oh, well, Tyson could do something." And I was like, "Yeah, he could," but that could kind of became
He
wanted
threw.
to.
I just rewatched the fight like right now, right before we came, and he. So I watched it when it happened, and now I rewatched it, and I was like shocked at how few strikes he attempted. He attempted 98 strikes in 8 rounds, and some of them were jabs. So that's like, I think Jake Paul out jabbed him. That's expected, obviously, but he out jabbed him like 3-1 or something like this, and Jake Paul attempted over 200, maybe 220 punches or something like this in total, and Mike Tyson 98, and Tyson's percentage was like 18% connection.
It was horrible.
Yeah, and
Jake Paul's wasn't that good either, it was 29%.
But Jake
still,
Paul knew he could have knocked him out. He just didn't engage.
I think so, yeah.
He knew.
I
Yeah,
think
you
so
could
because
tell.
he connected a few times with those, especially those left hooks.
Yeah.
He
If
kind
he
of
would have
rocked
knocked
him
him
a little.
out, he would have been hated probably.
And he knew.
He said it anyway, man. It's like this guy can't win. It's like one of those.
Which is why I have a problem, and I think everyone has a problem, but no one holds Jake Paul, holds him, gives him responsibility. It's like he has this equation where he always fights with an advantage. Other than the Tommy Fury fight. And what happened with that fight? He lost. So what did he do? Oh, let me go back to what works for me.
Yeah, Ian, but
which
he's
he did.
not. But he's not.
He made 40 million, so I can't even argue with what he's doing. I mean, I guess I just don't like it, but it just still comes out as being a hater.
Well, it's
he
just
made $40 million.
Yeah, it's a money grab.
He made, and then
That's
and
crazy.
and then Tyson made 20.
I don't think he's ever going to be champion in like an actual boxing.
I mean, obviously,
That's
but I
why-
guess who cares?
That's why he's not into that.
I guess who cares, right? He doesn't fight a real boxer, so he's like wants to be taken seriously. We'll fight a serious fight, but he's not. But he's a promoter too.
I can
so
see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying, but I'll tell you one
is he a
thing.
troll or are we trolls?
I don't know. I think I think that he's a professional boxer. Say what you want. He's a professional boxer, and he's a good boxer. He's
a professional boxer. Like anybody can be a professional boxer that does that.
That does that for money, but the problem is that we're looking at him making tens of millions of dollars for each fight, and then we're comparing that.
That's not why I'm mad.
No,
at him.
but okay, but hear me out. You're saying that we don't know if he's a boxer or not. Yes, he is a professional boxer.
I'm not
and
asking that.
He's a relatively good professional boxer.
He's not.
Yeah, he is. If you
No,
watch,
he's not. If you take all the professional boxers in the world, there's tens of thousands.
Yeah.
He won't fight any of these. Why? And I'm talking about a fighter that
neither will John Jones.
When I'm talking about a fighter that'll come out of a school like this, a dude that comes out of can be a professional. Anybody can have a professional ranking. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's particularly that much better than a lot of normal boxers. And I'm not talking about like people that are on TV.
Probably not. Probably definitely not better than, or maybe he's, I don't know, than the guy that we were talking about that Alex Pereira was sparring in Australia, the big guy, right? Remember that?
Dude is going to be way better than
Jake I'm just saying. And they're in the same weight class, right? Like they're both heavyweights and stuff. But I'm saying, what's in it for Jake Paul to fight somebody like that? He's not looking to fight a nobody at this point. Neither is any professional fighter. Why
what do you mean? What's in it for Jake Paul?
I mean,
it's for the views, for the money.
Yeah. Is he gonna fight a nobody that could knock him out easily?
Oh well, my thing is
no, he's gonna fight
when
names.
He
fights
says
names.
He fights names. There's plenty of names, but when you're fighting names that aren't boxers, that's what I'm saying. Don't say I want to be taken seriously. I want to be a real boxer. I'm a boxer. When you're fighting Tyron Woodley, that basketball player that he knocked out, people that aren't boxers. That's my only thing with Jake Paul.
Of course.
Unless you're being a troll and you're just saying that to look a certain way.
But he did box professional fighters.
Who's this?
Mike Perry.
He is not a boxer. He's not a professional boxer.
No, he's a professional fighter. I am saying, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Right. When he and the only time he fights that was his brother. The only time he fights a professional boxer, the only time he's ever fought a professional boxer is when he fought Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
And he lost. So when that happened, he went back to his original thing of fighting people that he has obvious advantages over.
I can tell you one thing. I don't think he will win against a top level boxer. Of course, I don't think so.
He didn't win against Tommy Fury. He was not even close to top level.
Right. So, but that doesn't make him a bad boxer. That doesn't make him a bad boxer.
No, he knows how to
That
box.
just doesn't make him a top level boxer.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him a bad boxer. That's my point.
When I say bad, I mean,
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what.
See, this is what he wants.
Let's do this. Yeah, that's exactly what he wants. They were saying about Muhammad Ali. He said, "Hate me or love me, I don't care. Just buy the tickets," or whatever he said. You know, just you know, come watch me. But and that's Mayweather's motto as well. You know. But the thing is,
Mayweather's a boxer.
Oh, I'm just saying, you know. So was
He
Muhammad
fights with
Ali.
a boxer.
So was Muhammad Ali. I'm just saying, you know. This is what people want to see. It doesn't matter who you are, you know. People went to see gladiators that got eaten by lions, you know, for the spectacle. We're just talking about the spectacle that people are.
The spectacle's fine, and I'm just saying, when he talks about he wants to be taken seriously.
All right, I'm gonna make a video. I'm pledging right now. I don't know when it's gonna be, but when I make it, I'm going to announce it here. I'm gonna make a short video of, and not probably about. It's probably gonna be like a few minutes. Jake Paul already has enough professional fights that are being televised.
You gonna call out Jake Paul?
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a video of some of his performances from the very first fight that when he started until now. And when I say until now, this is the time of filming is right after Mike Tyson's fight. And you can see the way he boxed in his like first professional fight against a nobody. I can't even remember who it was.
A basketball player.
Right. Then
But
who
he's
he
been
fought?
training.
He fought Nate Diaz.
Not next.
No, not next, but somewhere in the mix.
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley. I keep calling him Tyron. It's Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley.
Twice.
Yes. So
fought him twice?
you can see.
Knocked him out twice.
You can see.
I remember the second time.
You can
The
see
first
that.
time, the second time was when he fell on his face.
You know that Tyron
Oh,
Woodley.
that's what it was.
Tyron Woodley had such a downfall, and I think it had to do with. I don't know what it had to do with, but he got affected by losing in the UFC
course.
at some point. He got mentally affected, I think, and then from there it just turned into a physical.
Down like a bunch of them. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And I think that when you say that, that he knocked him out. I mean, yeah, Tyron
Would it-
Woodley was not the same.
Do you
Tyron
think it would
Woodley
have been
that.
different? This is something I'm just thinking of, because I agree with you. That was at a point in Tyron's career where he was going.
Yeah,
it was precipitous.
He caught him on the way down.
It was precipitous. Do you think it would have been, even though Tyron Woodley is not a boxer, do you think the fight would have been different if it was Tyron Woodley right after Tyron Woodley knocked out Robbie Lawler for the title? Would it have been a different fight against Jake Paul?
It's possible, man.
When he was-
Knocking
when
people
he
out
was-
in MMA is different than knocking them out in boxing.
100%. But he was also a different person then. He was a different fighter.
I
He
think
was-
that-
was when he was at his super prime.
I think that we spoke about that last time, I think, or the time before. Like when you watch pure boxers, not even Holloway, Max Holloway, or anybody, but when you watch pure boxers, I think that Topuria is a good example of a more, and he's not even pure boxer, but more pure boxer than anyone else right now in MMA specifically.
I'm waiting for Jake Paul to call his ass out.
Hey, so here is the
You
thing.
think you're good?
Here's the thing. I don't think Jake Paul stands a chance against Topuria, but we're not about to find out until Topuria gets older, or Jake Paul is probably going to get old too at that point, but until he gets older, because right now it works for nobody but Jake Paul. Topuria is not going to go out there and take a chance. Neither is Dana White. Take a chance.
That would never happen because
Like
of
we
that.
spoke before, no matter how good you are, it's a punching sport, and there's always a puncher's chance. They call that shit, right? Puncher's chance. And if you get caught by someone especially bigger than yourself, like Jake Paul is, you might get knocked out. What's the fucking point? What is the point for Topuria right now to fight him right now?
Well, that's not going to. Dana White would never let.
That's
it
what I'm
happen.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And you heard John Jones, what he said last. They asked him, "Who do you are you gonna fight, Tom Aspinall or something?" And his honest words were, "I don't know that I want to fight somebody who is up and coming. I don't think I need that right now." And what he means is, that's just not good for me.
Well, he also said going against a guy that might beat him.
Exactly. Why would someone do that?
Yeah, but you shouldn't say that as being claiming you're the champion, claiming you're the greatest of all time. That coming out of your mouth is that is officially admission of I'm ducking this guy. And if you want to duck somebody,
But here's the
I
thing.
guess that's okay. But you shouldn't be the champion and
Here-
claiming to be the
here's
greatest of
thing,
all
though.
time.
Here's the thing, though. John Jones is the champion currently, and it would be a much better fight for UFC and for fans around the world to fight Alex Pereira, for example. Just,
Why do you think that?
I think it's going to be a much bigger
No, that'd be a
moneymaker.
huge fight.
Much bigger
Okay,
moneymaker.
If it was then John Jones, Tom Aspinall.
Definitely.
But
bigger.
Dana
I don't
White
think so.
wants him to fight.
I don't think so. I disagree.
Dana wants him?
Dana said that fight with Tom Aspinall or the fight with Alex Pereira is not going to happen. Now that doesn't really mean anything.
Here is
Dana
a-
White lies,
Here's the thing.
but
Let me ask you something. John Jones says to Dana White, Dana, I don't want to fight Tom Aspinall for the same reasons I've already stated.
he's
I don't
already
want-
said that.
Yeah, I don't want to fight Tom Aspinall. So if you don't give me Alex Pereira, I'm just gonna retire, and then whoever wants to take the title,
He's
let
already
him take
said
it.
that.
Right. So what is Dana White gonna say? Oh, so he's gonna say, I would fight Alex Pereira,
Yeah.
and we can all make a bunch of money.
Yeah, he'll let him.
And what do you think Dana White is gonna say?
John
Fuck
Jones.
no.
John Jones said.
Of course he'll say yes.
But John Jones also did say that he would fight Tom Aspinall for fuck you money, whatever that is. So
What's a fuck you man? Like nothing?
no,
Or a lot of money.
like 30 M's. That's a lot.
In fact, Jake Paul for that money.
But then Dana White wants to make as much money as he can.
That's the
Well,
thing.
Dana
that's-
White is
that's
also
right.
under pressure to make a lot of money because
Yeah.
of as much money as.
I think that
All that shit costs.
I think that Dana White will make more money from a card where Alex Pereira is fighting John Jones than.
Okay, but
Tom
bottom
Aspinall.
line. So what about the rules then?
What about
why
the
is it-
rules?
why are there? Why is there? There's an interim title and there's a heavyweight title. So now we're just gonna let the interim title just be like whatever. That's a whole.
Jones-
That's the main reason why people are like John Jones and Tom Aspinall. Yeah, Tom Aspinall is a strong up and comer, but when you have a world title
I understand.
and an interim title, they need to be come.
Of course, that's what happened with.
So
Didn't that happen with Max Holloway and somebody? He was holding the interim title and then he fought and then he lost or something. I can't remember what happened, but there was.
With
there was
Max?
Wasn't it? Anyway, it's happened before, like a million times, but.
where they keep them apart. Usually
No, not
that's-
when they keep them apart. When they actually.
Yeah, well, that's
right,
supposed to happen.
Right, but we're talking about John Jones before his retirement. Where you're just.
Dude, who
I
cares?
get you. I get your hate,
We
man.
need,
I
we need to
understand.
put the titles together.
I understand your hate and all that. We're talking about. Cut the man some fucking slack. He
Now-
beat his woman a few times. She has the toughest
Right,
chin in the
drugs,
world.
all that cr-
yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
all that.
She has the toughest chin, tougher chin than anybody else he's fought.
She survived.
Obviously, you know, and that's. I think it's
What-
well deserved.
What John Jones
at
did
the end
say,
of his career.
I do agree with. He was like, if you want me to give up the title, then I'll give up the title. And that is what I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, Now, is he saying that honestly, or is he just saying it? I don't know.
I think it's a bluff
we'll find
for
out.
Dana White to give him the Alex Pereira fight, and then he's gonna retire. Win, lose, or draw, he's gonna retire. Because, listen, nobody loses anything from that. Check this out. They could have fought now, for that matter, but they didn't with Aspinall.
He's
So-
also way bigger than Alex Pereira is right now.
yeah, but Alex Pereira walks around big. So here's the thing: they're gonna
He's looking
they're
for
gonna
an
meet it
advantage.
some way. They're gonna meet it some way. Dude, Alex Pereira's punch is so hard that I don't care who you are, he's gonna knock you out. All right. But the thing is, way I see it, they have contrasting styles too. That's what's very interesting, right? But the other thing is, John Jones deserves that shit. He's like, let him have this fight with Alex Pereira. Everybody makes a bag. And then he retires, goes off into the sunset with his money, relinquishes the title. Tom Aspinall gets the title or fights against whoever. If John Jones beats Pereira, Pereira doesn't lose anything. He literally doesn't lose anything. He's outsized, you know. Who cares? Nobody is going to put that on him. He's still a lightweight champion.
So why do we want to?
We want it because it's a spectacle, and he wants it because
a
it's more
spectacle.
money.
It would be a spectacle to see.
What's
like
unfair?
Ilya Topuria against John
What's-
Jones too.
What's unfair? What's
That's
unfair?
a spectacle. Let's see that. That'd be crazy.
What's unfair here is for Tom Aspinall.
You don't want John Jones to fight Pereira?
Listen,
Oh.
Ian, the only
Like, why are you stressing about
person
that?
I want to see
It's
John
John
Jones fight
Jones, bro.
Aspinall.
I
If we-
also
if we
wanna
wanna
see that.
If we want to see a spectacle, let's see a spectacle.
Listen,
But
I also
Pereira-
want to see that. I just think that it's gonna be better
Does,
spectacle
does
against
Alex
Pereira.
want it? What does
Alex
Alex say?
wants it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Alex wants it.
Yeah.
Alex will fight anybody.
Has he said that?
Yes.
You can
Yes.
tell just by his character. You didn't have
Yeah,
to ask him.
I spoke to him in Brazilian.
Right.
Um,
right.
I was sending it.
He said Porca Chama and then
Right.
John Jones. And I don't know what that meant, but I figure I want John Jones one way or another. Listen, it's only unfair to Tom Aspinall because he doesn't get to beat the champion to become a champion in this case. Because if John Jones retires after a fight, win, lose, or draw, after a fight with Alex Pereira, then he doesn't get to beat him to take the title.
So all this is contingent on
but
John
let me ask
Jones
you something.
retiring after this? He's gonna retire. Who says he's gonna retire after this? He might have. He
Oh,
said he might have retired after
then
this last
then it's
fight.
Tom Aspinall next.
Oh, so then we're right. Once you give him that power, then the next one is going to be like, oh, I want to fight.
No, it's not like
Sergey
it's not.
Pavlovich.
It's not like that. It's not like
Oh
that.
no, we want no. I don't want to fight him. Why? You let me fight the last time.
It's not like that, Ian. Because if he fights, let's say he fights Alex Pereira, right? He wins, for example, right? Just for the sake of argument, he wins.
He's going to win.
And he says, "I'm not gonna retire."
Who thinks that he's not going to win and why?
I don't know. What do you think?
Right. The dude has a puncher's chance.
I think
everybody else.
Horus thinks that Alex Pereira is gonna win.
Do you?
I don't know.
What does everyone think is going to happen? Why everyone is mad about this is because Tom Aspinall is a wrestler, so there's no big advantage. John Jones will take down Alex Mejia,
Well,
and then there's going to be a problem. Then he's going to beat him up.
Have you? Do you remember fights where John Jones fights another striker or fights a striker, an exclusive striker, someone that's like known for his striking?
Yeah,
He
but
doesn't
they're-
fucking wrestle. He
Okay,
strikes with them.
Name one that is as scary as Mejia.
Nobody. But that's
why.
John Jones.
'Cause John Jones is a striker.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
John Jones
really
can
good.
strike and he can
He's
wrestle.
not really good like Alex Mejia is
John
striking.
Jones wrestled DC because everybody said that DC is a wrestler, which he is, right? But everybody said, "Oh, let's see how this pans out for John Jones because DC is a great wrestler." Next thing, DC is flying. The first time he got taken down or whatever, I don't know what the case was there. I can't remember.
So you're saying John Jones wouldn't take him down?
I don't think that John Jones is gonna go for a takedown on Alex Pereira. I think that it's gonna be 5 rounds of standing there or a knockout, whatever the case is. In the meantime,
Yeah,
but it's gonna be a
honestly,
stand-up game, standing game, just like we thought. Who did he fight? Did he fight? Did Alex Pereira fight?
Look, I want to see that
No,
fight
no.
too. I don't think I wouldn't
Everybody
watch
wants
that
to see
fight.
Everyone wants to see
Yeah.
that fight before
Don't think
John
I
Jones
wouldn't want,
retires.
but I'd rather see the Tom Aspinall fight. That's all I'm saying, and I'd rather see it for the reasons that that's the fight that it's supposed to be. That's all I'm
I think
saying.
the majority wants to see Pereira.
I'd see. I definitely don't.
I know, but like
See, that's
99,
the thing.
99%
That's the
Where do you get that
wants to
from?
see
That's the
Pereira.
thing. We all
'Cause
want
all
to.
the stuff-
Everybody wants
all
to
the
see Pereira.
shows, all the like the little internet things that I watch,
Where's
these
your-
aggregates, they make it seem like
I'm gonna make. I'm
Make
gonna
a
make.
poll.
Do you have your phone with you?
Poland.
Yeah.
I just got a brand
All
new
right.
phone.
All right. Let's. I see. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I can
No.
see the
No.
full
It's
screen now.
It's beautiful. Now you can see everything. You can
Yeah,
see.
and the camera is gnarly.
Oh yeah.
It's got-
What
ooh,
phone is that?
OnePlus.
Wait.
It's got
Are
the
we
crazy
getting paid by
Hasselblad.
anybody here?
No.
Are we?
OnePlus.
No. Then
Yeah.
whisper. What phone is? What's the one? What's OnePlus? What is that?
Is that
Google?
right from China?
Is that Google phone?
No, it's its own. It's an Android.
Android?
Where's it made?
Probably China. Where else?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never heard of
Buy
it.
it while it's cheap because this fucking thing is gonna cost you like
They've got
$600
they've got a new fold.
or $800 as soon as Trump.
It's like legit. Just a dude told me I could. The reason why I got the OnePlus, the guy said that you go on the dark web with him,
Oh no!
and I actually have.
Oh, you went to the dark
Not
web.
with this one, and I probably won't because it jammed up my phone. Like I wouldn't
Oh,
wouldn't advise doing that. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Do the poll, right? Do the poll.
Poll?
Watch here.
Where?
Oh, you can do a poll.
Yeah, anybody can do a poll on Instagram. Do the thing, and then tomorrow I'll do another one with Pereira and
Yeah, do put 'em like-
Alex. What do you want to see more, Alex? And you know that I got a following of like all MMA and fucking wrestling and jiu-jitsu people, so it would be. But you too.
That's
so,
interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a poll.
You want me to do a poll on my million of followers?
Yes, that's why we have you on the podcast because you have so many followers.
The fuck is a poll?
Right here.
Questions?
No,
No.
go back.
I don't even know how to.
Why do you have your picture there?
I don't know. It's just
Hold on. I got this.
I don't even know how to fucking work anything.
Obviously, you're not. Okay, watch it. Create. All right. Who do you want to see more?
All right, y'all, you handle this. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Who
Yeah, all
This
right.
has never happened.
do you? What, you run into the bathroom?
Yeah. Oh, that looks good.
Maybe let me get another.
See.
Let me get another fucking drink. Oh, you have more.
And then what do you need? Look, I'm gonna do. Who do you want to see fight more? Is that okay or not? Who would you rather see? No. Okay.
No, who do you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would you?
Who would you rather see?
rather see
John Jones fight.
beat John Jones?
Be John? No. Just no. Just put it. Who would you rather see John Jones fight?
John Jones. And then we're gonna do. And then we're gonna do. Where is this? Oh, there you go. Alex Pereira. Pereira.
Doesn't it have an I?
Pereira. Yeah, it does. It doesn't?
I don't know. Just check.
I think it does.
How do you spell
Yeah.
It definitely does. I hate it.
Pereira. It's actually Pereira.
Pereira?
Yeah, it would be Pereira if it's double R.
Just check.
My Brazilian friends told me
Yeah.
how to speak Brazilian. Or
I studied Brazilian for a minute. Portuguese.
Aspinall. You have to know? There you go. Is that good? Who would you rather see John Jones fight? Alex
Yeah.
Pereira or Tom Aspinall?
Yeah.
Your story?
What
What is this?
That's
Donald
Trump.
I know, there is a target on his face.
That's him before he got
Don't
assassinated.
get the Secret Service over here, fool.
Jeez.
Don't come to my
It's just
house.
the news, bro.
Yeah, they're doing such a great job anyway.
I know, right?
They're amazing. But yeah, but again, we tune in to watch Jake Paul fight somebody or anybody for that matter, and then it's like, it's because of the spectacle, man.
We tune in, but there's also a difference between paying for it and not paying for it too.
Well, of course. I mean, but
I would. Well,
people have paid. I didn't pay for Jake Paul's fights.
this one did.
This one, no, but
Did
I'm saying
pretty big numbers.
But
Good.
before that,
No, yeah.
there were pay-per-views, no?
They were pay-per-views.
Yeah, I've never paid for one. I've seen them
Yeah.
after, but this
never
one was free, if you have Netflix. So whatever, it's good. It's okay.
It did good numbers because it was.
Apparently, Netflix is going to televise the Christmas Day football, which is
Really?
huge, because that's playoffs already, I think. Oh,
Netflix
yeah.
trying to come up,
Christmas is.
getting creative.
Playoffs, yeah.
I heard they were talking to UFC too. Nothing's done.
UFC
but-
too?
Yeah,
Wow.
nothing's done, but they're.
Oh, yeah, they're well. Think about Prime. Amazon Prime has gotten into sports like
One.
big time. One, and then they do football. They do Thursday night football.
I mean, that's kind of smart, They're trying to.
But yeah, they have the streaming platform
Monopolize,
already.
yeah.
Michael Musumeci signed with UFC.
Oh, don't get me started on this shit. Like we want to see another butt splitting fight.
That's crazy when I saw that. I was like,
I don't.
strike?
That gets you excited? No, he's not gonna
He's
strike.
not gonna strike.
It's
It's
a
like-
it's
like
a
UFC.
it's a
Fight
UFC
Pass.
Fight Pass grappling. Yeah,
Oh.
He's already got a fight.
that doesn't get me excited one bit, to be honest with you.
It kind of does me. I just because
He's good.
he's
real
good.
I didn't know that, but Mikey Musumeci
He's
got
good.
he got.
They were
he-
about to fight the Rutolo, but
He got-
Rutolo was hurt.
Yeah,
That's what I wanna
that's
see.
right. That's right. That's
That's
right.
what
They try to
everyone
make
see.
him go 3 weights down.
Yeah, wasn't he
Three
gonna
weight classes
gonna
now.
fight? And then that's when
Something happened.
Mikey went to hospital because he started.
Well, what
He was
happened
doing the
was-
hiss and Gracie breathing.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
That did
You didn't know
happen.
that?
But it wasn't because of the Hicks and Gracie breathing.
No, he
No.
fucked up his
Oh,
lung or
was that
something.
bad? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he got his lung got almost was like perforated.
He said that if
shit.
he had gone, if this hadn't happened and he went to fight,
There's a possibility he could have died during the fight.
He could have died.
Ouch.
Fucking crazy.
It was pretty crazy.
That Hicks and breathing.
I am excited for that. I want to see him fight good people. I wanted to see that Rutolo fight.
Did his contract expire with one, or did he get canned? because of his.
Well, there's like I don't want
There's
to say
a-
bad blood, but
There's a thing now that's
Didn't they strip the
I
championship
read.
belt from him?
because of the.
well, because
was
he
it
couldn't make weight.
Yeah.
was it because of that, or was it because of his outburst with before
No,
that?
this is the deal. It was crazy what happened. He was gonna fight Rutolo. Rutolo's way bigger, right?
Yeah.
So they were like at a catch weight because Rutolo was hurt from a CJI.
That's right.
They were gonna make it a title fight against some dude. So they offered him a title fight against some dude, but he would have had to cut all this weight, which he tried to do. He couldn't make the cut.
That's so stupid.
So, right.
Aren't they all about not cutting weight and
He
stuff?
was the champion. That's right. He was going to fight somebody else for the title, and because he couldn't cut all the weight, they stripped his title from him.
Wait. So
Wait,
Michael
that's true.
Musumeci put weight to get to the catch weight.
Right.
He gained weight to get to the
Right,
catch weight,
right.
and then he tried to lose weight, and
Right.
and then. Oh my God! Weren't
That's
they? Isn't
why it
one?
was like kind of. It was like, what's going
isn't
on?
one championship all about not cutting weight?
Yeah,
Like
they
they
do.
have some
Well,
kind of
that's
limit and
why
stuff.
It has to do with your
They-
water.
They do
have
a
a-
dehydration test.
right, and he
Hydration
failed
test.
that like bad
I don't know anymore what to think, man.
because it was like a 20-some pounds.
Yeah,
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was-
Everybody that's ever trained with him,
And he
from
only
what
had
I
like
see, is saying only good things about him
tonight
and
to
all
do
that
it. He had
stuff.
a very short amount of time.
And I like the guy,
That's
and
dangerous.
all that stuff. But
He's
it's
just
like
so good.
he's really good. Yeah, but
The
I
whole
just
butt scooting thing is weird, but I like look
I-
past it
I have a question.
because when he grabs a hold of you, well, he does the same thing that Levi Jones Leary does. I'm not going to talk bad about Levi. He sits to his butt and then pulls you into his attacks. Mikey Musumeci does the exact same thing, but he's really aggressive with it.
He is, and
That's why I want to see him fight somebody really good to see.
Oh, I'll find him.
I actually think that Michael Musumeci has a bigger arsenal than Levi, even though they both do.
I think he has a
they both do
huge
the.
arsenal. I think
they
I
both
agree.
do the have more or less the same game from the bottom. They have their
Mikey
berimbolo.
Musumeci just starts throwing shit.
I saw on YouTube or was it on Flow Grappling? There was Mikey Musumeci was training and he did like 5 minutes of just no-gi berimbolos with his training partner. 5 minutes straight, just one berimbolo after another, after another, on both sides. It's fucking crazy. I can't do on one side as this guy's doing on both sides.
Dude's a freaking.
Just like
he's-
one after the other after the
he's
other
like-
from seated berimbolos.
Yeah, he's something
And
else.
the thing is that I just don't understand. He won IBJJF like 4 times. He's a 4 times world champion. 4 or 5, I think 4 times. And he was set to go to fight in ADCC in 2022.
Dude, why doesn't he have an ADCC thing?
Why didn't he even go there? They say he got injured before then, but then there was another ADCC since then.
Yeah.
And then
I always wondered that.
because before then it was all about I never trained without the gi, you know. I'm not so I understand that if you never trained without the gi and you go and you know you got a short like Marigali, he had like 6-7 months of training with no gi, but that's not for everyone. But Mikey had like a couple of years to do it. He was gonna do the 2022, and then he didn't because of the injury supposedly. And then he didn't do the 2024 either.
Does he have to ask one to do an ADCC?
No, that's the thing. One is exclusive contract for like it's kind of partially exclusive. So is the UFC Fight Pass, but you can still go and do like super fights and stuff like this.
You could do
But you
ADCC
can't
if
do-
you're signed to UFC
Yeah,
Fight Pass.
you can do ADCC. You can
I
do
guess-
CJI. You can do. Yeah, who's gonna feed them otherwise? Who's gonna feed these guys? You know, they gotta make those. Mikey Musumeci had. That's the thing. I was just reading about him. Since he joined one championship, he had like only 8 fights in 3 years or something like this, or 4
I thought
years.
it was 7.
Yeah, something like that.
I
In-
thought he was 7-0.
Or maybe because of the last one that never happened, and they were all like mediocre opponents compared to him. Like
Okay.
not at his level, definitely not at his
Well,
level.
who-
So he never had a super fight in the last 3 years.
I don't know who one's gonna get.
That was Rutello.
But I'm saying he never had a super fight challenge in all these years,
They would probably.
and I don't understand why. Because
Okay, he beat Shinya Aoki. He was old.
it's
I
like
get it,
J.
but-
Cole beat Mike Tyson just now.
That's not as bad.
That's not as bad. True. It's
But
grappling,
I
but
get,
still.
I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. I'm not.
I saw Imanari lose to Nicky Ryan. Like
That's different.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Still,
closer.
still.
I think. Oh no, that was Rotolo that fought Gary Tonin.
Yeah, they fought, and Gary Tonin is now fights MMA and all that.
Yeah.
By the way, Rotolo is also getting into MMA. He's gotten really good.
I'm just trying to think who the
he's
best.
already in it.
Yeah, he's already
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it.
He just got
He
won with the
twice.
Dars. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good
was
fucking
crazy.
Dars. That was good. He just jumped on it, and just as soon as he got in there, it's like
It was quick.
Did you see that? Dude, he caught the guy, and the guy was going down, and the dude was in a position where Rotolo was just like.
he just took him like that.
I was like, oh
Just
shit.
instincts now.
And then just fell back. It just fell right into it.
The
It
one
was-
that beat Gary Tonin was Tyrotol.
Yeah.
Tyrotol, but still the same, the same way. Could have been either. You can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's the thing about Musumeci was that Rutolos they did ADCC, they did CJI, and you can say whatever you want about ADCC and CJI, but those were like super fights more or less. They did Who's Number One a few times before they signed with One Championship.
Musumeci did too.
Mikey, he did one, and he beat this guy by his I don't even know.
Calf slicer.
No, that wasn't in Who's Number One.
It was in one of those.
No, that was in One Championship. That was in One
You're
Championship.
right. You're
Who's
right.
Number One?
But he lost to that guy in Who's Number One.
He did?
That guy that he lost to with the calf slicer.
Oh, that's right. That's
Beat him with a
yeah.
north-south choke.
Right, but that was like way before. That's my point. That was not.
It happened a minute ago.
So what I'm saying is, since he signed with One Championship, he hasn't really had any meaningful fights. It's been only like, and he gets paid what, $50,000 per fight plus a bonus for
Well, he
submission.
gets- I don't know what he gets paid, but he usually wins the
he
extra money.
gets because he wins by submissions and stuff. So he makes good money. You know, he fights twice a year. He makes like a couple of $100,000 plus, sponsorships and stuff. For a grappler, I think it's pretty good nowadays.
He's
But
probably gonna make more with UFC. You think?
but
I wonder how much is he gonna fight though with them.
that's the thing, man. And I don't know. So my theory about him not going to ADCC was he has no wrestling. That was my theory. I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. I just never fucking seen him wrestle. I don't
Do you
know.
think he needs it though?
For ADCC?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Full guard.
He'll just give up points and get them back.
No, I don't
I
think that's
he's
how
so,
it works.
But he also started working with
That's not how it works
Cobrinha.
because they're gonna get him up. They're gonna stand
Oh, they're
him
gonna
up.
pick him up.
Yeah, they're gonna stand him up.
He just started.
You can
he just
you
started
can
working
pull
with
guard in
Cobrinha,
the first half of the
Cobrinha
round.
does wrestling, so I'm wondering if
Well, Cobrinha's ADCC champion, but he's done wrestling enough. But that doesn't mean that he hasn't trained with Cobrinha in a while. Maybe now.
I'm just saying he just went. He's
Yeah,
back, he's with Cobrinha now.
because and Kennedy also fights in the ADCC, so they both Kennedy has good wrestling, but from what I remember, but he's been training in Singapore for 3 years or something. So
But I'm just saying he's back now,
right,
so
right.
maybe that might.
Maybe next ADCC, but
Right.
if he doesn't do it, man, you can say whatever you want.
Or he
but,
might have something
but
against ADCC. There might be some kind of.
Never
thing.
heard of anything.
Well, he's quiet. He doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah, he's very quiet. Mikey Musumeci is very quiet.
Until he starts talking,
When he opens his mouth, you find out everything.
he's usually just smiling.
Find out where Putin is hiding.
So, what's your? You doing any more competitions?
This Sunday. Quintet. Or we're doing the quintet actually.
Nice.
That's a funny story, though.
That is a fun story. We do you know about it? No? We did the quintet like 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
The other one where we
Yeah.
lost for.
Well,
Quintet is
They had no blue belt or
is
something.
a team competition.
yeah,
It's
a team of 5. And
Team
you
of
need
5,
one-
but it's
one person
individual.
each belt.
One versus one. It's not like 5-on-5, but it's got interesting rules.
Yeah,
It
you
was-
need one person for each
It was
belt.
Sakuraba's idea, you know that? The Quintet, yeah.
Yeah, he did the first ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Interesting rules, very nice.
it was 4 gyms and us against 3 other gyms, and we got second place. Well, honestly, we tied, but then it went to ref decision,
Yeah.
and then they chose the Axe team. But then later that day, we found out that they didn't have a white belt.
Yeah, they didn't comply with the rules.
Yeah, so you can't really compensate for a white belt. Like you can compensate for a black belt. If you don't have a black belt, you can have another brown belt or another purple belt.
You can go with a white belt, blue belt, and 3 purple belts if you want.
Yeah.
Or you can go with a white belt and 4 blue belts if you want.
Yeah, we had
But you
two-
can't go. You
No.
can't do without a white belt.
Without a
essentially.
white, yeah, we
Yeah.
had 2 purple belts, 2 blue belts, and a white.
You
belt.
can downgrade. You
can
can
downgrade, you
can
can't
upgrade.
upgrade.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can upgrade instead. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing it. So this is.
So does everyone have like the right amount this time?
We're hoping. Well, it was just like an honor code. We didn't really check. We're just like, okay,
But it's
So
a fun
now-
thing also
now we're
because
gonna
that
check.
happened what last month in October?
that didn't happen.
Huh?
That never happened.
No, in this the last
Oh, the quintet. Yes.
happened in
We-
October.
yeah.
There's no promotions in October. That blue belt must have been a blue belt for at least 3 months. October, September, August, July. July is usually promotions time. July, August, right? It's
Right.
usually promotions time. So that whoever was the blue belt that got confused, was at least the blue belt for 3 months. You know what I mean? It's not like somebody just got promoted and they're like, yeah, you know what, you got promoted last week,
Right.
so it's still a white
Oh,
belt.
our blue belt.
No, theirs.
Their blue belt.
They got two blue belts, right? They didn't have a white belt. That's why you read it.
No, they had 2 purple belts.
Oh, they didn't have
And they
oh,
had
I see what you're
one
saying.
blue, one blue
Yeah,
belt,
I
no
see.
white belt.
Yeah. Oh, they went even further.
They went further. Yeah.
Shit, they didn't even
At least that's what I heard.
they didn't even bother to bring a blue belt.
Is
Nah.
that-
Yeah, which is crazy. And I mean, it's crazy that we tied too. I think we tied, but then I don't think it should go to ref's decision. I think if we tie, because we canceled everyone out, everyone got canceled out. I think you should pick your best player and your best player and then go at it.
Well, you
Final.
know how the quintet that's a good idea, but do you know how the quintet rules are? They got stalling calls, right? So you can't close your guard for more than 20 seconds without opening it. So you can open and reclose and stuff like this, but you're giving the other person a
Yeah,
chance.
I don't think we go.
You
that
can
far.
so they have very strict stalling rules, so or anti-stalling I should say. They have refs on the side that raise those flags, and then basically the main referee is looking and he's saying, okay, so if you get hit with a stalling, it goes not only against you but against the team. So you could eliminate like whoever you're up against.
Oh, you're saying
But-
that makes it points?
Whoever has that's taken
Like
into the decision.
negative points?
So if it's a tie at the end, they're looking at the stalling calls. So whoever has more stalling calls loses the
I get you.
the tie. It's a tiebreaker.
Yeah, we don't. I guess we don't have that.
I should have just said tiebreakers. But
I think there should just be one last showdown.
What if they tie?
Fuck. Then another.
Because usually people are so tired that it's like everyone's
that's
like,
true. That's true, but you can.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know.
You can pick anybody. You can pick if you want to pick your freshest guy. Maybe it's your biggest guy. And they can pick whoever they want. They might pick a black belt, and you could put Marcos in there. And Marcos is fucking fresh because he never went that round. He never went, and he's.
I think Marcos went with the black belt.
I'm just
and
saying
canceled him out.
that's what could happen. Yeah.
It
That's
did
what
happen.
could happen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So, but if you do that in a super fight at the end, a tiebreaker,
Yeah.
and you guys can figure that out if you want. I don't know. Referee decisions are always subjective,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
because nobody keeps a track of points, so referee decisions are, Polaris has a good method. They got like it's a 15-minute match, but every 5 minutes they get like
scoring
it's
type thing?
open scoring, so it's kind of treated like 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Which means that if you're losing at the end of the last 5 minutes, if you've lost already 2 5-minute
Right,
rounds,
you're-
at the end of you need the submission.
Yeah.
But and who's number one has the same kind of thing, judges favor. But I've seen some weird shit like
Do they still have those?
they do. But I've seen some weird shit where I can't remember who it was, but it was up. It was a great match too. It was up 2 rounds, or not 2 rounds, but the first 2 5-minute segments he won, and he won pretty well. But not like he just took the back ones, and then scramble happened. He mounted once, then the scramble happened. So he won convincingly, but not like dominating, right? But convincingly, you can make an argument. And then the last 5 minutes, he got fucking dominated. Mounted, back.
He got dominated in
He
the
got dominated in the last 5 minutes.
Did he lose?
he won the match because he
'Cause he
won
won
the
the
first
first
two
two.
segments. So that's my thing right now. So
But so you, well, I
Okay.
guess it's not if it's not a 10 must system.
I know, right? If it's a 10 must system like CJI,
Yeah.
then you do
might have been
10-8, and then it's a tie, and then it's
Yeah.
like, in that case, who do you give it to? The guy wins the first two rounds 10-9, but he loses 10-8 in the second. Now, that's
If they get the referees would probably give it
to the guy who won the third round.
Yep.
Why? Because
Yep.
he's fresher at the end of the fight.
the recency
right?
bias.
Yeah. Would you say that's fair?
I mean, at that point, yeah. Especially, I think, yeah, it'll be
Because the point of
fair.
the fight is to win. So if you, I
Yeah.
mean,
The whole point is like durability and
yeah,
stamina, and you know.
yeah.
I would say, yeah, if we go to tie again, I think you could add points at the last round. Just
We did that for the Rollathon, remember? When we went for the last couple of Rollathons we did whoever had the most submissions, the last, I think, because there was like a lot of people in the Rollathon, we did like, there was like 30 people or something. We did whoever had the best 6 or 8 people, and then we did like
yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
it's like a tournament.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a mini tournament, and
Yeah.
then
I
so
remember
the
that.
one with the most submissions went against the one with the least, and like a playoff type of thing.
Yeah.
And then, but it wasn't to submission. And if they go to overtime, so it was no points. But if they go to overtime, we did points, or second overtime, we did points. But there was like 1 minute overtimes and stuff. And for the finals, I think we did points. It was like a longer match, the final, and we did
Yeah,
points.
30 people. Oh, that's huge.
No, but it was the Rollathon. You know how this works? Yeah, everybody's that goes real fast, real
Just
fast.
try to get the most
faster than a
submissions.
tournament. We do it by rounds. We do 12 rounds.
that was pretty big. I remember it was.
Man, this thing got big.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we could have been making Sean McDonald could have been making money on this.
I don't know why he stopped.
Well, the quintet.
The quintet. The quintet's good though.
Quintet is. Does he draw a lot of people? It does, huh? It's a
I mean, you got 4 gyms.
yeah.
Where is it?
Gonna be
We're
in the coop right now.
The coop.
But it happened here like 3 times already, no? Or 2.
Yeah, if we win, then we're gonna do it here.
Is the coop bigger than this?
No,
No, they're smaller.
not at all. Yeah, like 3 times smaller.
They're smaller, but they have competitors and stuff. They have.
Oh, they have like 20 black belts. I heard. That's
They
what-
have, yeah. They're like co-op. It's yeah. So they got
Like Studio 540?
Studio 540 is it a co-op too?
I thought so.
Yeah, maybe.
Really? Is that where J Flow is?
Yeah. No,
The judo guy?
no. J Flow is in. Is he there?
I don't know. I haven't kept up with Studio 540 for a while. I used to
So
keep up with
Keenan
it.
was
Keenan was there.
but not anymore. Now he's got
He's got his
Legion.
own thing.
That towards San Diego?
I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
yeah.
Well, no, they are.
Well-
Yes, but J Flow I think is in Legion now. Huh? With,
Oh,
I do see his
shit.
stuff.
that's the
yeah.
thing because they used to be
Yeah.
there at 540. Yeah. Yeah, that's.
I thought it was like a private type club.
San Diego is huge on jiu-jitsu, man.
Yeah.
It's like between Los Angeles, south here, Orange County, and San Diego, there's like more jiu-jitsu
right.
gyms than probably anywhere else in the world. Concentration.
Texas is trying to come up.
And Texas is, but it's basically Austin, and it's like 3 big gyms there. I don't know, 4 if you count 10 Planet.
There might be some smaller ones coming up.
Huh?
A lot of people left. Yeah, I definitely think California's still in charge.
Yeah. I mean, New York has a lot of gyms too, but not nearly as big
Most
as
of the Brazilians came to California.
yeah, like me.
Like
And
that's why the world's in
the
California.
weather is beautiful. I was just thinking about that the other day. You know, down there it's a little bit chilly here. It's kind of chilly. That's why we're here. And
So chilly.
that's why we're almost closeted. You know? But in LA, you can wear like I got a whole thing of T-shirts. You know, I wear all of them. You can wear them year round during the day, and only a few days a year you can't. You know, because
Yeah.
it's kind of chilly, right? But like today, you could wear a T-shirt. I was wearing a
Yeah.
T-shirt today, but in the evening you put
gotta
on your
wear-
sweater, you put on your jacket, you put on, you know, so you can wear all kind of clothes, minus a parka. We're not gonna put on a parka, you know, but
you don't need-
but
I
it's
need, like, a
okay.
big jacket.
But it's okay. I've worn a parka before.
I'm not trying to wear one again, actually.
What, jacket or a parka?
Like a big jacket, like a parka.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be anywhere where it's that cold.
Not like a coat.
A coat. I haven't had to
No,
buy a
parka's
coat
even
in a
bigger
long
than-
time.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah, they're just. I just not into heavy
I can
shit.
see you in a fucking raincoat, like looking like, especially with those.
Danglers.
Oh, yeah.
With those SS.
I have a coat. I should wear it.
Raincoat? Like you look like
Not
Gestapo.
a raincoat.
You look like
Trench coat?
The Gestapo trench coat.
No, not a trench coat. Just
With a holster up here, high up here. You know, like one of those that kind of like with a little.
it's a detective coat.
A detective coat. So you have any more books coming or what? What's the next big?
Ah, man, I don't know. I stopped reading and studying for a while, but I'm starting to read again. But
Oh, you did
yeah,
a movie too, didn't you?
I did a movie.
Oh, you
yeah.
produced your own movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's a short movie. It's just a parody about martial arts. Did you see it?
Yeah.
You saw it? Yeah.
You have another. You have any? What's your next project? Are you working on anything?
My next project is to make videos about the hybrid system economy, the theory of how we should change our system. Just make videos about that. Just trying to spread the word. Because in writing, I self-published, so I didn't have that that publisher backing where they can market it, you know. So it's hard for me to advertise it and market it when you have no money. But,
Shorter videos would be easier for a market to digest.
yeah, and nobody reads now. Every time I give someone a book, they always ask me to do an audio, because no one reads. I'm just like,
Why haven't you done that?
I don't know.
Well, is that what
Audio
you're
for like
trying
a
to do?
novel, it just feels kind of weird to me. Like doing a novel, like they say, I don't want to make my voice into like a, because that one chapter there's like a female, and I have to like change my voice to a female. I don't know.
Get
I
Sasha
mean,
to do
we've
it.
all heard it, so.
You just get Sasha to do that.
I
or
don't know. For
something.
a novel, feels kind of. I could. Yeah, maybe.
Call up Val. She's an actress.
Val can do it. Sasha, I don't know. Sasha will be laughing all the way through.
Sasha.
Sasha can be talking. Sasha can be laughing at the funeral. Sasha can
Yes.
go to a funeral. Sasha, I know you're not going to be watching this far into the podcast, but I want to make a little clip out of this just for you.
You just have to look at Sasha and she starts laughing.
You can laugh at a funeral right when they drop him down. You can be laughing.
She's a joy bringer.
I know.
That's at everything.
I saw her today by 7-Eleven, looking around her
Walking
shoulder.
around.
Walking around, looking around her shoulder. She has a thing about stalkers.
Well, she
She
knocked
seeks them
out a
out.
homeless
She seeks
guy.
them out.
Yeah, she knocked out a homeless guy across the street.
Which,
Nah, we already gave that away on a podcast.
Yeah.
Where now we're hoping nobody finds out.
civil case.
It's still okay. Like 10 years from now, somebody, hey, if we're famous, somebody might be like, that was me, motherfucker, that was me. Like, yeah, statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations. Sorry.
It's been a minute. Plus, Sasha can be like, look at me. How can you believe this shit? I can imagine Sasha going, and going like, yeah,
I'd
you.
love to see
Dude,
that.
I would love to see that. I wish
love to see
she would have
that.
done it like in front.
She
with a
dropped
camera.
her eggs on the floor.
It was probably on somebody's video.
She had eggs.
She went to Mitsuya to buy some stuff
She dropped her
earlier. She had shopping bag with groceries.
Oh, I didn't
and
know
the
about
fucking guy attacks her. She drops it on the ground and she knocks him out. And,
Oh,
and then the eggs are broken.
I didn't know about that.
Just like,
She's dope.
Shit. Fucking Sasha. Damn, don't fuck with Sasha.
Dangerous.
Sasha needs to work on her angles though. You telling me that
On
all
what?
the time. Her
Oh.
angles. She's just too straightforward. She's like a bull.
she worked the angles pretty nicely going on the way to 7-Eleven. She didn't go straight up. I'm
Driving
telling you,
around,
didn't.
walking around.
Yeah, she was walking around. I know you're watching, Sasha.
She's probably not watching.
She's probably not watching. Nobody's watching at this point.
Watching the
I don't know
sidewalk.
that. I don't want to say that. Somebody's watching.
Ah.
If you're watching right now, put it down in the comments.
Yeah, if you're watching right now, put the timestamp. Put the timestamp that we're talking about.
Yeah, you'll get a shirt.
Definitely. I want to put timestamps on this thing, but we're like going between topics so often,
Yeah,
and
that'd
then
be
the other
tough.
thing is
That'd
the
be
other
tough.
thing is like putting timestamps on a 10-minute video is laboring. This is gonna be like crazy.
Well, how long have we been on?
I don't know.
hour?
Right now it's an hour and something, 10 minutes maybe. But
How long do you guys usually go?
we go about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But seeing how you're falling asleep, and, you know,
I didn't prepare for this. I was just cleaning, and then
and my balls is freezing. It's
I
like,
know, I know.
I didn't
and I'm the
prepare.
best dressed here. I mean, best as in like most dressed, I should say, because Ian is obviously better dressed than I
I'm
am.
not even cold.
I thought it was gonna be warm. I was gonna do like a new T-shirt thing.
Let me
but
see. Nice.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Slip it in.
Slip it in. Not to mention, what was that?
Don't even bring it up.
He was wearing this T-shirt. He had to hide it under something else, and that was in the dead of summer, fucking
Yeah.
hot, and he had to
Yeah.
put on a jacket because it said
One of my Black
something.
Flag shirts, dude, it was wrong.
It said something really like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember
yeah.
that.
It said it had a word that it's kind of frowned upon, and it's not the N word
It's 100% frowned upon unless you're English.
What's the word?
unless you're English and referring to cigarettes. If you don't know it, I'm not gonna say it.
If you
It's
don't
okay if you don't know it
know-
because it's
Just
an
say
English.
it. You're not gonna
It's
get
an English
canceled.
If you don't know, don't put it in the comments below.
We
'cause
don't condone
Who's-
the use of
It's a,
derogatory terms.
Yeah, I don't.
We don't use
But it was
it.
on your shirt.
It's an F word. It's a 3-letter word.
Well, it's actually a 6
Ah,
letter.
okay, okay.
Well, it is a 6, but it's like, yeah.
It was
yeah.
6 letters on the
Well,
shirt.
but the English version of a cigarette is only 3.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Right.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
It's not a 6-letter. Yeah.
It was all 6 letters on my.
It was. Yeah. It was.
Honestly, you could say that word now.
No.
Yeah, you can. I think it's going back. Like they try to take the words away. It's coming back. You can say retarded now. You can say
Yeah. After January 20th, probably will be very. In fact, it might be encouraged. I
Oh,
would-
yeah. Next year, when Trump gets in office, yeah,
It's gonna be
Right.
encouraged.
Right.
he's gonna bring everything back.
Right. Like he's
Elon
gonna make
Musk,
America great again.
JFK.
Slavery.
I didn't hate that they were eating.
It's not JFK. It's RFK. But
I mean RFK. My bad.
and it's Junior. And it's
No,
Junior.
right,
Junior, yeah.
The other one ate
Um,
the lead too.
Q was trying to say that JFK was coming back.
Who?
Q.
QAnon.
Really?
Dude, you
Oh,
hear about that?
No.
JFK.
So they said the same thing as he did.
It was some foolishness.
Oh, I see.
It was on 2 occasions. They were like, on this date, JFK's coming back.
Oh my God.
That's ridiculous.
And people showed up in Texas.
This is gonna be an interesting cabinet that he's shaping up.
Dude.
At least for the first 2 weeks, because
Let
after
me tell
that,
ya.
heads are gonna start falling.
Dude, something so strange has happened to me.
Even you know.
I
Well,
have,
honestly, I like this.
I can't keep up with any. I can't even like watch any news anymore. Any kind of political news.
It's
I used to watch.
Oh, it's gonna be funnier than ever.
Dude,
now.
I used to keep up with all that stuff.
not unless you're an immigrant, of course.
I haven't kept. I can't watch anything now, and I like. I'm not. I won't watch any kind of. I used to watch like Seth Meyers and Jimmy
Yeah,
Kimmel.
yeah.
Ah, shit.
I haven't watched any of that, or any kind of news, even like the PBS news that I would watch during the day.
A lot of shit's going on. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
It's kind of like I'm not. I can't. I won't even pay attention.
The
to it.
administration just allowed the Ukrainians to use a long range.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Attack them.
Well, yeah. They held it back for a while and the fucking.
Too long. Like, why would you do that?
Well, because they didn't want. They held it back in terms of they didn't want them to use it inside Russian territory.
Yeah,
But-
they don't
but
wanna
the thing
escalate,
is-
but I'm like, these fools are doing all kinds of stuff.
These fools brought in North Koreans,
Right.
like 10,000 North Koreans,
Like, stop playing.
who discovered porn, internet
Right.
porn, and then
Right, and went crazy.
went crazy.
They're being murdered, wholesale.
They've been murdered. They got no idea what's going on. They got communication problem with the Russians.
Dude,
Dude.
It's ridiculous.
those idiots. And when I say those idiots, I'm talking about Putin and
And
Kim Jong Un
Kim.
sending fools just to die, just for fun. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
North Korea is just they're just like they're just slaves for Russia and China. They use them to build construction, everything for labor, whether it's war or anything
Where?
in Russia and China.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole
I don't believe
documentary
it.
about it.
Really, I didn't know that.
I think Vice did a documentary.
I mean, I didn't know they were like slavery kind of thing. I mean, obviously
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
slavery, but it's like they probably
Dude,
get paid like dimes on the
Speaking
dollar.
of which, like Abu Dhabi, all the stuff like Abu Dhabi is so da, da, da. I watched a bunch of documentaries. That's how that shit is built.
Not just Abu Dhabi, the whole Emirates, United Arab
Slave,
Emirates.
it's a slave. They'll be like, hey, you come over here to work. We'll give you this much money. As soon as the people come over, they take their passports. They're like, all right, guess what?
Really?
You're here now.
That's what they
So
do
you
to
better get to
the.
work, and they keep them there, and they don't pay them, and they force them to work, and that's how Abu Dhabi was built. That's why, like, whenever I see Abu Dhabi, I'm kind of disgusted. That Burj Khalifa, there's no plumbing in that building.
Really? How come?
Dude, they said that because they needed to build it really fast. So there's a line of trucks every day that take the sewage away to some place.
What the fuck is this?
Dude, I watched this video. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like
Yeah.
the tallest building in the world, and they're flexing on it. But that's one of the reasons why they made it as fast as they did. There's no plumbing in it. I'm like, that's crazy.
There's no plumbing, no
Can't you
permits.
just
No.
add plumbing?
I thought
be
the
a
same
long-ass
thing.
pipe.
You
I thought the same
can
thing, but
add
I'm like, I
plumbing,
don't
of course.
know. I don't.
But
They
it,
just
but if it's a
truck-
brand new building, it would be so much easier to just have the plumbing, like, made as you go along. You
Right.
know, like
Right.
Yeah.
instead of adding plumbing.
It's all like
You can add plumbing to anything, I guess.
Yeah.
It's all
Just-
like just visual.
We're talking about how many stories that building, like,
It's the tallest in the world, so a shitload.
you know,
It's crazy.
yeah, it's
Why would you
seriously-
do that?
I don't even know how tall it is, but it's the tallest.
You got all these projects like the line,
Oh, that line. I saw
but things
that.
keep changing. They're never gonna build that. They're never ever ever.
What happened
ever,
to
They
I
got
thought
that
they're building it. I thought
grandeur,
they started it.
grandeur kind of fucking complex.
Did they stop that?
Saudi Arabia was building this hugest.
Well, there's a
like-
whole bunch of different projects you're doing,
Yeah.
and
You know, to me, it's interesting that there, people are what's going to happen when they run out of petrol? They're not going to run out of petrol, first of all, but not anytime soon. But also the other
Oh,
thing
they
is,
will.
well, no, I mean everything runs out eventually. But the question is there going to be enough demand for that by the time you run out? That's how economics work, because the more scarce the demand, the more scarce the supply of something is, the more other options there are going to be implemented. Like we have electric cars now, but it makes no sense now to have a bunch of like a majority of cars electric. Plus, it's kind of not gonna get, passed through, I guess, laws and stuff like this for now. But as a commodity becomes more and more scarce, the price is going to go up naturally. The more the price goes up, the less demand there is going to be for it. If you think about it, so that's how we're gonna move on to something else. Now the thing is that it doesn't matter if they run out or not. Let's assume that they run out, anytime soon. They got so much money invested and stuff like this that they don't need that right now. The only thing is, right now
they what the oil.
they won't
No.
need it at
I
some
think
point.
they're trying
No,
to get
they-
other stuff.
They do. They are.
But
They
if
already
if
have
the
it.
oil ran out today, those fools would be in trouble.
No. Actually, no. They know they're gonna run out. The
They'd be in trouble if
UAE,
they ran
the
out right
United Emirates has the best green energy cities in the world because they know they're gonna run out, so they're preparing already. That's why that line is just gonna be
Well,
green
no, but the
energy.
question is not
Dude,
about.
that line is never gonna happen.
Well, it's never gonna happen, but that was
It's
the
The
not gonna
question
question.
is not.
They
The
can't
question is
build that
not
shit.
whether they're prepared themselves for it. It's whether they're prepared to sustain their lifestyles. Because right now, what happens in these countries, in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait, in United Arab Emirates, what they do is they employ everything that's like lower salaried people are employed from other countries, right? Egypt, Iraq, whatever, and they go there on working visas. They work. It's like seasonal workers, They get 2-year visa, and then they go home, and then somebody else comes in, or whatever the case, So, people that are born in the United Arab Emirates, they, whether it's Dubai or Abu Dhabi or whatever, or Qatar, they don't actually work those kind of jobs. So how long do you think is going to be before, like, if gas runs out, if petrol runs out, the problem is for those people, are they going to be able to sustain themselves and keep the economy running the same way.
No, because
With
No.
foreign, yeah.
No.
Plus, there is no income tax there. As far as I know, I don't know completely, but as far as I know, there is no income tax there. Income tax is big. You say what you want, but income tax contributes to the wealth of the nation, and budgets are based on that.
Yeah, they're gonna
For a
have a
big
hard
part.
time.
well, oil is not just about energy. Oil makes about everything. It's in phones
Right.
and
Yes.
freaking
Right.
Yeah.
It's super
plastic.
important. That's why they're so rich.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck up so much industry. That's why we're not. That's the problem. We're not preserving these necessary resources.
Don't worry.
Oil.
After
very
January
important.
20th, we're gonna start drilling like crazy.
But that's the problem. We need to preserve
No, no, no.
Drill
as
for
much as we
coal.
can.
No. But we're gonna be drilling. Well, Trump said so.
But that's
But he said so. Though.
I know, but we shouldn't. I mean, we should, but we should be preserving.
But
as
hear
much
me
as-
out. Hear me out. When you're a dumbass that's been paying $4 for a gallon of gasoline for like the last couple of years because of economy being bad or something stupid like this, you know, and somebody tells you, "Don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll fix the oil prices." How? We're gonna drill.
Right.
There is your house.
That's what I'm saying. That's the main problem.
It's not even gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen.
That's the
but
whole thing, you know. That's my point, man. It's not even gonna happen.
I know it's not
Fucking-
gonna, but I'm just saying.
pisses me off that people believe stupid shit like this, and you know. and
No,
we're-
I'm just saying that
Yep.
if we could
Oh,
find
the
a
wars
way
are gonna
where
stop too. The wars are gonna stop first day.
Oh, Jesus
Wars are gonna
Christ.
stop first day.
that's
You see
what he
what
said.
you see what Ukraine is doing now? Ukraine is now getting ready for that shit because what's gonna happen is Trump will try to negotiate, obviously, you know, because that's gonna be a big accomplishment. But what's gonna happen is, what do you think is gonna the negotiation is gonna be? They're gonna be Russia is gonna keep the lands that they're occupying now or parts of those lands. So what Ukraine is doing, I just read about this today. They are occupying part of Russian lands, right? Kursk. They're occupying those lands, and they're going to use it as a bargaining chip for when negotiations come. Because when negotiations come, Russia's going to want this, but they're going to say, okay, well, you can't have that
That's not
unless
gonna
we
be
can
a-
have this.
that's gonna be a
And that's going to be a problem, right? So it's great if you have negotiations.
It's crazy that Russia can't get them out of that region. That's crazy. It was crazy
know.
that they took it over. It's even crazy that Russia has not been able to do anything about it for all of this time. It's been a long time.
You know, the biggest problem is, and I
it's a
think
nice little cut of the area. It's a nice little chunk.
I am very much on the fence as to what should happen there, and it's not because of American aid and bullshit like this, you know, being sent to Ukraine. I think that definitely America and the world should help Ukraine because you don't want to get
Right.
Russia. You don't want to give a free reign to Russia to do whatever they want in that area over there. But what I think is the problem is that the worse things get for Russia, the more cornered Putin becomes, and a cornered animal
Right.
is a bad animal.
That's
You
how
don't
he's
know
gotten
what.
away with all these threats about nuclear stuff.
Right, but the problem
you-
is the more he loses in that war, the more cornered he becomes, and the more cornered he becomes, the more stupid shit is gonna be.
not really
The more he's gonna
losing.
embolden himself to. He's
He's not doing as good as he wants to do, but he's still
what? But define losing. Define losing. Losing-
right.
Can you lose power in your own country because you fucked up the war?
Yeah, that
Can you fuck up the economy to the point where the people take you down?
I get that, but I
It's
don't
happened in Russia a few times already.
I don't think those things are gonna cause him to be like, I'm gonna throw in a nuclear bomb up.
No, they won't. But if he's desperate enough to the point where he's being forced to step down, you know, because of
That's
revolution or
his own
something
people,
like this.
and hopefully they do. Hopefully they're.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well, they need to murder him in office.
That's what
or
I'm
something.
saying. But if he gets forced to do something like this, he has a fucking button underneath his finger. You know what I mean? That's my point. It's not about what the USA or the UK is gonna force him to do. It's what the circumstances are gonna force him to do in his own country.
I don't.
Yeah, but I think the people don't want also NATO encroaching his lands. Also,
That's nobody's encroaching his land.
well,
His land is
encroaching
his land.
it's like closer to him. He doesn't want NATO closer to
No,
him.
he doesn't want NATO
Or he
closer
doesn't
to
want
him.
like U.S. Navy ships closer.
People-
I don't think the people
People don't give a fuck because
The Russians,
people are.
Russian?
they want to eat.
people
They
have
want
not
their
been
bread not to be
since
1,000 rubles.
World
I
War
don't know how the
II.
economy is in Russia.
Since World War II,
It's
nobody
getting
has attacked.
shittier.
Nobody has attacked the Soviet Union since World War II. Soviet Union has occupied land since World War II.
Crimea.
So it's not like NATO. Obviously, for obvious reasons, NATO has presence there. It's obviously why the Baltic countries are part of NATO, and now Sweden and all that. Because of that moron, and not just him. I mean, whoever, like, he stepped down like for 5 years or 4 years or whatever the case, and put Medvedev there, and then he came back. And Medvedev now is talking about nuclear war and shit like this because he's a
Is
fucking. He was until I don't know, like a few months ago. He was opening his mouth.
Yeah,
But
I'm not a big fan of Putin.
I don't know that.
Trump loves him.
I think that the United States is handling that case as good as they can. I don't know about Israel. I know
That's a
about Israel. It's not
mess.
like I don't know.
That's a mess.
I know what my opinion is, but I'm saying that that's a mess.
I think that's one of the reasons why the Democrats got their asses kicked.
That's one of the reasons. Don't think that Trump is doing any different in that regard.
No, he's not gonna.
He said he's not
gonna
gonna do anything different.
Yeah, I don't think.
And the thing is that the United States just today vetoed another peace
siege?
Another peace plan or treaty plan in the UN just today because it didn't address apparently it before the in the plan there was no hostages exchange or hostages release before the actual treaty started. So it's like you want peace, but you don't mention the hostages.
Yeah.
How is that? That whole thing started because of hostages. So
so.
and I think that the United States have a good reason to say what they want to say and veto because there are American hostages there too.
Yeah, that shit's a mess.
In fact,
It's a huge mess.
I think that as far as Israel has gone, and they've gone really too far with
Way too far.
given the fact that there are American hostages, American citizens that are hostages, the United States have not done
Not nearly enough.
not nearly enough in that war
They need.
for them from our standpoint, not
Yeah.
from the standpoint of
I agree.
we're not talking about Gaza, we're not talking about Israel or Lebanon, we're talking about purely Hamas hostages, the United States.
Yeah.
And that's all because they didn't want to get involved in the war.
Yeah, that's. Come
Fucking
on. We're involved.
still getting shot at,
I'd be so. I'm so. Hostages probably feel so bad.
You think?
That's gotta be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, they're not treating them right.
A nightmare they're living. Oh my gosh.
And the worst part is you don't even know if they're alive.
I know.
That's the worst part. Your family doesn't know whether you're alive or not. You don't know whether your family is still alive because shit happens. And it's like and by the way, your life might be a nightmare at this point as a hostage. I've never been a hostage, so I wouldn't know, but I'm guessing 3 years, no, 2 years now. No, how long? It's been a year.
Been a year and change.
A year and some 13 months. 13
Totally
months
right.
you've been a hostage in a foreign land, and that's become your life, really, right now. You don't know whether you're going to die tomorrow or you're going to get released. You don't know what the news are either because nobody's going to tell you. Hamas is not going to tell you, oh, we're doing great or we're losing the war. They're not going to tell you any of that.
I did hear a story. I kind of was halfway listening to it, and it was fairly interesting about some hostages that the people that were like the guards that were guarding them, they ended up developing a relationship with them.
It's always the case unless they behead them before.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
There's a term for that.
Like
there's
Stockholm syndrome.
Is it? Yeah,
This
it's a
was
Stockholm
little,
syndrome.
This is a little bit different than Stockholm syndrome, but I know I get what you're saying.
It's like when they fall in love with each other.
No.
No, it's a relationship that you develop
It's
with
a
the guard. You
relationship.
know, it's like the only person you're really talking to, and the
Right.
guard is there, like fucking the only
It's
person
Stockholm
he's
Syndrome. It's
talking
like
to.
you become
it's got
friendly.
nothing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it's weird. Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. Do you watch that series on Netflix came out a few years ago, Money Heist?
No,
And you watch it? For real?
I don't watch a whole lot of TV.
Ah, you guys need to watch that shit. Money
Wow.
Heist. It's a Spanish series.
Okay.
Couple of seasons.
So what do you mean Spanish series?
Spanish from
Is it
Spain.
based on real?
No,
It's
no,
got
no.
subtitles.
Yeah, you have a problem with that?
You understand Spanish?
I don't understand
Sabes
Spanish, so I
español?
mean, unless they don't, I'm
No,
not
it has
gonna watch
subtitles. It
it.
has subtitles.
Okay.
It has subtitles, but it's big. It was like number one show for like weeks and weeks.
Money Heist. I'll
Money
check it out.
Heist. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Watch that thing. It's pretty good.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Anyway, let's call it a night because I don't know how you still sitting here in that fucking
I don't know, man.
sleeveless shirt.
I'm just fucking. My butt's hurting.
Your
I'm
butt's
just
hurting?
sitting on these fucking metal chairs. So long.
You can tell me after that who did that. Who did that to you, man? It's not the chairs. I've been sitting on these chairs for months now, every
I
week,
know.
once a week,
This
and
is like number
my butt
15.
never hurt.
This is like number 15.
Yeah, we started in the last 3rd of July, I think,
Damn.
after I came back from Boston.
Bro,
We started.
jeez.
Yeah, we're like right now we're fucking
Halfway to 30.
yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about?
How many episodes are you doing?
That's
What episode
I don't
is
know.
this?
I don't know,
Like
it's
15
15,
or
16, something like
Something
that.
like that.
Yeah, I don't even
13,
know.
14?
No, it's past. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, we're doing well financially and not so well, but
Who's your sponsor?
we're doing well.
Who's your sponsors?
Bitcoin.
Do you want to throw some money? Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's
Here's the
on
truth
way
about
up.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's at
Hey,
96,000.
Bitcoin's 94 right now.
Fucking thing hit 97.
Oh, 97?
Right before I left home,
Yeah,
it hit
it was
97.
96.
It was
earlier
96.
today.
It was 90.
I'll
Dude,
tell
it
you
was
right now,
96. It was 96 when I was watching the Tyson fight. I told you. At
Yeah.
9:15, I get a notification. It's 96.
It's
all time.
97.
Yeah, all time
97.
all time high.
All-time high.
And then 15 minutes later, I get another notification, another all-time high, 97.
Wow.
People going nuts.
Yeah, it's blowing
and there's news about the United States with the buying
Yes.
Bitcoin with the
Yeah,
for the reserve.
97.
Yeah.
97.7.
But guys, the real truth behind
Crazy.
Bitcoin going up is investors heard Investors heard that
Stuff went crazy.
Bitcoin is
With the
sponsoring
Republicans.
us. It's sponsoring us.
Right. They got
Not
excited.
Bitcoin.
They're not
Coin
getting-
exchanges.
They,
Coin
yeah, they
exchanges.
got excited. They didn't get scared. That's why it's going up.
Crypto.com.
Yeah. Anyway, let's call it. Let's get out of here. Thank you all for watching. I'm Lubo, Ian, Horus, and tune in
Like and
next
subscribe.
time. Like and subscribe. Don't forget
Smash
to
that.
smash that notification button so you can get the next episode when it comes out. You want to say anything before we go? We always give people a chance to say their piece.
Like where you can get your book or whatever.
Yeah, you can get my book on Amazon. It's called Ubuntu Modern Utopia. And yeah,
You have a copy here? You have a copy here somewhere?
I do, I think.
Let's show it.
I think I do. Let me see.
You're like Sacha. You have most of your stuff here.
You might have to edit that in.
Huh?
Do it
There it
quick.
is. There it is.
There it is.
Easy.
Kaboom.
There it is. It's even for the lightest readers, easy to
No,
read.
yeah. It's 120.
And look,
pages or something.
it,
It doesn't have any pictures.
a sixth grader with a good vision can read. The writing is pretty nice and big, and there are no pictures.
No.
But with that being said, it's an entertaining read, and this guy is talented. You edited it like a few times too. You added some new shit.
Like 20 times I edited it.
But this is the
Um,
second edition, no?
It's like the
No, I mean like
that one.
yeah,
That's like the 16th edition.
16.
Dang.
I just keep reviewing it. I just keep finding errors, and it's crazy how many errors I keep finding.
How about you write a new book and stop obsessing with the old one? this way, you're not gonna find any more errors, so-called errors. You think they're errors because you know it's like.
Well, it's like
you're just-
grammatical errors and other shit that could have been said better. But
that's what I'm saying.
There's
You're
no
like-
other book that I need to write. I just need to get the point across more
yeah.
and more platforms, or just in another way videos, because no one reads now. I give like 20 people a book, 2 people read it.
Yeah.
People read it slow at their own pace.
Yeah, but I could like even me
That's
like
true.
I could
Nobody
tell.
reads anymore.
No, because I could tell even myself, it's hard for me to read because I'm so much in social media that even when I read, I get so distracted easily. And I used to be able to read just nonstop for like hours.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking like 5 minutes. I'm like, just get my phone. Like, fuck. And that's what's happening. Like
Yeah.
it's not even. It's just subconsciously. So I gotta put like a video, something they could just sit down and eat.
You know
and
what's
watch.
you know what's interesting? I should look up. You have ChatGPT on your phone? You have
I haven't. I'm still working on figuring it out.
Let's see if it gives. Let me see this.
Google does AI.
Yeah, it's right. Is it this? Yeah.
Turn that thing on. It's so crazy
Yeah.
having a new phone, dude.
I don't want to
I never heard of OnePlus.
Thing is all fast and
Oh, what phone did you have before?
OnePlus.
Oh, so you had the same.
I've had OnePlus.
Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do
For years.
search.
Yeah, it'll come up if you put
Ubuntu
Ubuntu.
Modern.
There's no food place open right now, is there?
7-Eleven,
It's American. There's so many.
Denny's.
I'm trying to get any nasty 7-Eleven food. Just get like a protein or something.
Yeah, there it is. First
Yeah.
one.
Yes. Yes. But I'm saying, I'm trying to find an AI summary of the book, and I don't know where your AI is here. I just can't tell. I think it's this.
Yeah.
Search labs. Ask whatever's on your mind with AI overviews. Okay, turn on.
Yeah, I have
Is this where you
ChatGPT.
look? Oh yeah, that's where you look.
Are they gonna have one, or are they gonna write one real quick?
They're just gonna write one.
So it's gonna read it real quick.
No, just gonna write an overview of the book, like a review rather.
So is there already one written somewhere?
No.
So it has
it's-
to read the book real quick then.
I don't know how it works, bro. I really don't know, but I haven't
That's
found
crazy,
any.
right?
I haven't found a book yet that it hasn't summarized for me.
Really?
In fact, there was this girl in at work. Actually, a couple girls. They were studying at the time, and they were like, "Man, I gotta do tests and all that stuff tomorrow, and I haven't studied. I gotta go home and study." And I'm like, "What's the name of your book?" And she goes, the textbook, and she goes like, "Oh, it's this and this by this and that." I say, "Which chapter are you on?" She says, "This and that," because you know. I'm like, cool. So I fucking do it on the thing and summarize it for them, and I say, explain it like you're in 6th grade, and the thing just goes like right through it.
Wow,
And
really?
I'm like, and I just send them the file.
Were they stoked?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, you get excited because it's like you don't have to go and study like the whole like chapter could be like chemistry or something, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this thing just explains it to you like it's like you're a moron, you know. So or like you don't know chemistry, you know.
like a moron.
Yeah, I mean.
No kidding.
I don't know chemistry. I don't consider myself a moron that much. All right, let's get out of here, man. Thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
buddy.
Yeah.
It's been long
that.
coming. Sorry, did I startle you?
No.
All right,
That's
let's get out of here.
cool.